All right. So we're down, of course, down to one match left in the career of John Cena now that we are post Survivor Series War Games. And all signs have kind of pointed, and I think we've even talked about it on the show, towards Gunther as the most likely opponent for John Cena. Although some reports from TC on Wrestle Votes Live, certain WWE figures, quote, don't love the idea of Cena versus Gunther at Saturday night's main event on December the 13th. They said, I know other people who don't love it, people within WWE don't love it. And Gunther has been the potential huge heel or babyface, if you want, for 5-10 years within this company, coming off the win. So if he could be the one to retire John Cena, you'd probably take that. But yeah, apparently people within the WWE are not, maybe not thrilled that Gunther could be the final opponent. This week's Raw saw the Last Time Is Now tournament's final match set up with LA Knight beating Jey Uso and Gunther getting a win over Solo Sikoa, putting LA Knight versus Gunther this week on SmackDown. The winner going to face Cena, of course, at Saturday night's main event. The unfortunate part is, of these two, I feel like Gunther is probably the better than option, correct?
Why can't the WWE just do anything right? Nothing. Nothing right ever.
Like, you made your own tournament and now you're not happy.
Jesus Christ, how fucking hard is this?
Like I don't, this is the part that's baffling to me. Like, was literally just no thought, no foresight, nothing.
You had a whole fucking year to plan it. A whole fucking year.
Right. He told us like a year ago now that he's retiring at the end of 2025.
You could have had a year-long fucking tournament with every single superstar.
Every one of them.
You fucking shoehorned this in the last hour, and you have who would have benefited from the fucking tournament, period? Who would have actually benefited?
Carmelo Hayes?
Who wants to see that?
I mean, he could have benefited the most from it. Obafemi, if you would have put him in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Javon Evans.
Right, Javon Evans was a NXT star that was in it.
Who was the NXT wrestlers in the tournament?
Javon Evans.
Did Joe Hendry, was he in it?
No,
Cardona was.
Not an NXT dude. He's a TNA dude.
I was thinking there was a TNA guy. I thought it was going to be Hendry, but it ended up being Zack Ryder
and Dolph Ziggler.
That's right. Ziggler came over, but then like you brought him in, cool pop, and they just lose. like you didn't give us any mystery there.
Right.
Like I hated the idea of the tournament the entire time. Like it just seems like a real shit way. You go through this tournament and your prize is getting to wrestle John Cena in his last match, where if you beat him, you're a bad guy. If you get beat, you got pinned by John Cena on his last. Like, what the fuck is the perk of being John Cena's last wrestler, especially if it's the two folks that are left? Gunther isn't going to benefit a damn thing about it, and La Knight has been ice cold since that fucking stupid glow in the dark match with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, I mean, it at least would elevate Gunther's heel status.
So from being number one heel on Raw to what?
number one heel.
Number one heel in life. He's got to fight 47 for that.
I mean, he did retire.
Yeah, but then if he does that, if he's there and Gunther does that, then he's the number one babyface to half the audience. And then you just killed all of his heel heat.
I mean, he could get that legend killer status.
I can't wait for the Let's Go Gunther sucks chance.
Like, you literally, like, John Cena's, like, original, like, make you famous moment was answering an open challenge. You literally could have just had Cena come out, at
That's the way to do it.
Saturday night's main event and say, "You want some? Come get some." And it could literally have been Zack Ryder.
My time is up. Your time is now.
Right. It
Boom.
could have been Zack Ryder. It could have been Obafemi. Like, instead, we had the bracket. So we already knew who was in the damn thing. And then Sheamus gets hurt. And instead of you had the opportunity to do something fun and creative when Sheamus gets hurt. You could have had anybody come in and shake the whole thing up. Because if reportedly you're unhappy about this, you had an out like a week and a half ago. Unfortunately, it was on a taped show, so it's going to spoil anyway. But you had an out, and you went, nope, let's just use The Miz, who had already lost in the tournament. And let's have The Miz lose again. Like, man, like if you were unhappy, you could have just corrected. You could have course corrected. Did George Pickens just die?
No, his shoulder
No.
got fucked up.
It was the Lions player. Looks like they are.
Okay,
Oh.
cool. Just when they were
Seizing on
showing
the
the replay of that landing, I'm like, oh, cool. That's great.
Yeah, he took that full on his shoulder.
Yeah, that was a tough one. And Devin says Cena's getting sued for part of his theme song. Is it the horns?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Like the guy's dead. It's his daughter
Okay.
is suing. Yeah, I didn't hear it, but I read that today.
Okay.
I mean,
You know what? At
that-
this point, I hope they win.
Well, wait. See, Cena's not going to have to use the music anymore after this anyway. So what's
Right.
it matter? Yeah, and according, he was on Jimmy Kimmel last night. That his final match is opening the show.
Oh, good. So I can stop paying attention
So immediately
25
after
minutes
it's
into
over.
the show. Right.
Perfect.
Right.
25 minutes. You think that's going 25? Well, they have all.
Yeah, the intro bullshit, blah de blah. The
I
talking
mean,
segment.
the entrance alone will be 22.
Easily.
He's got 6 new towels to show
It's a
off.
long ramp.
He just
Everybody
keeps
has that.
pulling out new
The
towels.
time is now. The last time really is now. No, for real. The last time is now.
Scotty mentioned it's like a clown scarf. They just keep coming. Scotty says Gunther should have taken the IC title. I disagree. I don't think Gunther needs to go back to the Intercontinental title at this point. I think Dom having that title is infinitely better than Gunther winning it again.
Do you think John Cena's last 2 matches he goes out on his back?
That's what I don't know, man. Because like
If it's
I mean-
Gunther, yes. If it's LA Knight, no.
I just
I mean, I'm fully expecting we start Sunday night main event or whatever the fuck day this is.
Sunday afternoon's mediocre event.
And you hear like Joe Tessitore or whoever the fuck's the announcer guy breaking the news that Knight was jumped backstage. And now it's just going to be like, I guess that doesn't even make sense because the match is happening on Raw, right?
SmackDown
Oh, it's
SmackDown tomorrow.
the day
this week.
before. Oh,
Tomorrow.
it's this week.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow night SmackDown.
And that's a whole week to build it up.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
But build it up. Cena's not going to be on any of the shows. That's the goofier part to me. Is like you don't even have him on Raw or SmackDown to lead into this final match. Like it's weird. It's so fucking weird.
So here's the sucky part, right?
All of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pick the worst of the worst parts.
You would.
So, well, because there's so much, I want to really put the spotlight on the bad part. How
Imagine if he
people
was retiring from AEW and the songs Tim would sing about that.
well, listen, I have no problem with John Cena retiring. I don't have a problem with him calling his shot. My problem is like Jim read in the news article. How are people in the WWE who were responsible for actually putting this together upset at what they put together?
Right.
The only way that I can see they have a legitimate gripe is if Penta was supposed to be the guy to win it all, but he
Right.
legit got
Got
hurt
hurt.
and they had to push it. But even then,
Push
you
it
mean to
real
tell me You mean to tell me that you don't have enough time to redo the match, put somebody else in the place of Penta, and actually handpick the dude?
Yeah.
Right? Like it's insane to me. Now, I can understand Gunther having his claim. Now, the crappy part is like a lot of people are going to say, well, if Gunther's the guy in the end, he's the guy who retired Goldberg and he's the guy who retired John Cena. No and no. Goldberg announced it was his final match. He was retired regardless. John Cena announced this is his final match. Gunther's not retiring him. John Cena's retiring him.
Right. He said I'm leaving.
So there's no heat to going to Gunther for being the guy who put those two guys out. It's not like Ric Flair, who was in like career-threatening matches until he lost to Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania.
Right.
This is a dude saying, hey, my last match is going to be on a Saturday Night's Main Event in December. I'm going to have a tournament, and whoever faces me gets a guaranteed win on Saturday Night's Main Event. Cool.
Correct.
LA Knight makes sense. Go back a year ago when John Cena came back for that little run. He was partnering with LA Knight, and they never had a one-on-one match. I think if any of the two win, I think LA Knight beats Gunther, LA Knight beats John Cena, and you can try to rocket strap
I was gonna say
LA Knight for you get one run at it. This is your main event Jey Uso run.
Now through Mania. It's gonna be a quick burn. It's gonna be like a bottle rocket.
But here's the problem, okay? Let's take a look at everybody involved in the world title picture on both shows.
Well, and here's the thing:
where does he fit?
Well, right, and the problem is, I mean, barring plans change, pal, we're already looking like we are on our way to Cody Roman 3 at WrestleMania. So you literally just have the world title picture to figure out.
And is Seth Rollins going to be back for WrestleMania? Is CM Punk even the world champion? Does he lose to Braun Breaker on January?
Right.
Who's January 6th?
Who's this masked man? Like, we'll talk about that. But like, you have this masked man that may or may not be part of the Visionary or whatever the fuck it's called. And then like it's just, like, are you really? And CM Punk is a face. LA Knight's a face, so you got to get the title off of Punk. Then are you going to have 44-year-old LA Knight, wrong side of 40, beating Braun Breaker at WrestleMania? Like, there's a lot going on.
I get what you guys are saying with LA Knight, but you could also just get there with him winning the Rumble.
Oh, sure.
Defeating John Cena in his advertised last match. I don't want to use the word retiring.
Right.
And also, I don't really know what perk that's getting anybody. Like, we've all understand that this is a work now, and it's not like you're actually finishing it. I mean, the same thing. Look at Baron Corbin. What did him having the last match against Kurt Angle do for Baron Corbin's career? Was he any better off? That was at a Mania. That was a big Mania match. Was he better off after that match? Probably not.
We were better off because he went away.
Kurt Angle went away. Yes, Kurt Angle went away.
Right.
So I don't want to say the issue, but it's like WWE is super top heavy right now.
It is.
There's like 15 dudes who could be world champion right now.
Yeah, and that's probably a problem.
I mean, it's a great problem to have. The only issue is that there's two titles to go around, and one is going to be absorbed by Cody and Roman.
Right.
It's going to be.
Right.
And that's the title that matters. So then everybody else is fighting for the secondary, like the participation trophy title that's going to be held by Punk
kicking
or
off
Braun or main eventing night one.
Or night one, yeah.
Yeah.
Night two would be the big one, right?
Right. And so there's so many different options, but all of them suck.
That is a problem, though, Tim. I think you were right in calling it an issue. Like, this, again, is a scripted telenovela. And if your writing crew, who can light somebody on fire and burn them to the top, can't figure out a way to, like, relegate them down the ladder as well, this is what happens when you do that. You have way too many people.
Right.
Like,
It's a story. Just fucking make a story of how they are no longer in that main event. But, like, it shouldn't
Right.
be hard.
no,
Right.
it's not.
It shouldn't.
There should be matches and storylines that have stakes that don't involve the title. Hey, you remember that blood feud between the Undertaker and Mankind for the WWF title? No, you don't, because every time they wrestled each other, neither of them were champion.
Right.
Mankind
it was
got thrown
over the fact
off
that
Hell
Paul-
in a Cell for fun.
Right.
For
And
fun.
then they feuded because Paul Bear turned his back on the Undertaker. Like
Yeah.
that was the story.
Hey, all those Kane and the Undertaker matches that they had, they were all for the title, right? No.
What, maybe
it was
one
because
of them?
the Undertaker killed his family, but then everybody said Kane did it.
Yeah, like I think one time there was a title involved.
Yeah, and it wasn't any of the important times. WrestleMania 20? No. WrestleMania 15? No.
Like someone said quick burn. Oh, you mean Damian Priest? Yeah. He went from world title to wrestling on main event very fast.
This is my point. Every time I talk about why I'm more pro AEW than WWE, and it is because situations like this, WWE is given the opportunity to do something fun, interesting, and entertaining, and they actively choose to not be interesting, to not be fun, and to not be entertaining. They have literally, the coolest thing they have done in the last 365 days was have The Rock do this and John Cena kick Cody Rhodes in the dick at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
That's the coolest thing they've done all year on Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah.
If the coolest thing happens in month 2 of 12 and you haven't done anything since then, you're creatively bankrupt.
And how did we get here? Like, the Triple H takeover was so exciting and felt fresh and new for 2.5 months.
3 letters.
TKO.
TKO. When Triple H took over, WWE was not sold to TKO. TKO doesn't care if they put on a interesting, fun, or entertaining product. They care about the amount of money they can charge per 18 inches in any given arena or stadium.
Yep.
Period.
And here's the deal.
Point blank,
Elimination Chamber in, I guess, March is in Chicago. It is like 90% sold out already. Literally the only thing we know is that it's the Elimination Chamber show. And it's 90% sold out.
No, it's Chicago. It's a wrestling.
It is, but I mean that's
Right.
but like it until even those events and Raws and SmackDowns and things start seeing the numbers dip, then
I mean,
it doesn't matter.
How was that Raw and Hershey selling?
There's still tickets. They're still just.
And
I have that story coming up here in a minute.
And it's a
too.
double shot. They're taping
Right.
2.
Yeah. So that's the new update I had is they are now doing a Raw and SmackDown taping. So
I thought it was the double Raw.
no,
they were
it's now
taping-
advertised as Raw and SmackDown,
Jesus Christ.
which they may and maybe they'll do extra stuff, but they're because it'll be the, I guess, the SmackDown of Christmas week, and maybe some stuff for the Raw of Christmas week. It's a 6 p.m. start time. So you're getting 2, possibly like 2.5 shows in one.
Can you do me a favor? I'm gonna put a comment from Scotty up.
Mm-hmm.
Both companies have flaws, honestly.
Sure.
Yes, except the WWE has had a 50-year head start. AEW can say they have growing pains. They're 6 years in.
I think the biggest thing is, Scotty, we've openly dunked on AEW.
Yeah, I
now
will too.
we're starting to dunk on the WWE and calling their shit as
Oh,
well.
we used to not be allowed to. Remember,
Right. Jim has
Jim has
loosened the
softened
reins
on
a
that
bit.
stance.
Here's the deal. Like, I've been very open about not watching a ton of professional wrestling, and I turned it on this week just to see, and I can't get over how loud and distracting the mat is to me. Like, I'm still not sold on the advertisements on the mat. Like, here we have John Cena's retirement, the biggest storyline at the second half of 2025, and is going to take place with the giant ass fucking Slim Jim ad right in the middle of it, with like Saudi Arabia season or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
scattered
Riyadh
around.
season, yeah.
Oh, it was
And
aggressive on the
I'm
mat
like,
at
Coach
Survivor
Tito,
Series.
it's just, I can't get past that we're going to have the shot of John Cena laying there, and you zoom out, and all you see is a Slim Jim ad right between his fucking legs.
Right.
It's a lot. I've been against it since before WrestleMania 40. I hated that when they first announced it.
Like, imagine the pictures of Hogan slamming Andre on a giant squirt logo. Come on.
Yeah, it's
Savage up top with the Mr. Pibb fucking turnbuckle pads, and it's ridiculous.
It's
Come
yeah,
on.
dude. I hate it. I do. I hate it. It sucks.
Yeah.
Right. It's too much, man. It's too much uninteresting stuff. And I think I said, was I here we weren't here at all last week.
You weren't here the last time we were here, I believe.
Okay. I heard this analogy a couple of, like, maybe a week ago, and it makes perfect sense. And when I say it, you'll all get it. WWE is late stage WCW.
Okay.
It is where every aging wrestler gets a boatload of money to not be inspired to wrestle. And they're just making money, at least in the ring, late stage WCW. They're definitely way more financially stable.
Oh yeah, they're not.
WWE ever
WWE
was.
is not going anywhere.
Unless you believe the reports that Freddie Prinze Jr. has said that ESPN is pissed about the WWE deal, which, to be fair, so was Peacock. Netflix is also pissed. Like, maybe it's not WWE's fault. Maybe it's just like media in general.
I was going to say,
all
dude,
of these crazy deals.
I've been cutting different media things in my life because why am I continuing to spend more and more and more? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I think that's probably fatigue. It also doesn't help that WWE's on. You have to have 7 different subscriptions to get WWE stuff. Like, at least with Netflix. Peacock, like at least with Peacock, like you could watch. Because you had to have you did have to have Fox because SmackDown was over there.
They gave us everything on the WWE network and ripped it away from us,
except for live. They didn't give us live TV.
Right.
That was on Peacock. Right.
But now to watch live, you have to have like a cable subscription of some kind. You have to be able to watch the CW. You have to have Peacock for NXT and the Saturday night's main event. You have to have Netflix for Raw, and you have to have ESPN Unlimited for your premium live events.
And
Do
starting,
they sell them as pay-per-view still, or is that the only exclusive carrier?
I
is the
no, I
ESPN
think you can
Unlimited?
still get them like on like through like any of your cable services. I think you can still buy pay-per-views. I believe
possibly.
But it probably costs just as
$50,
much, right?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not more, right?
So here's so you have to have a Netflix subscription for Raw.
Mhm.
You have to have access to the CW, which is broadband television. It's across the air. You don't have to pay for that.
That's fair.
Okay. Then for SmackDown, it's USA.
Mhm.
And now all premium live events are on ESPN because guess what? As of December 31st,
I have that
All-
story coming up.
all WWE products are being removed from Peacock.
So I think
all of it.
there's a little bit of conflicting on how much and when it's all leaving, but it's on its way out. Because I had that one as well, according to PW Insider. WWE programming, particularly WCW content, is set to be removed from Peacock streaming service beginning Wednesday, December 31st. The report also noted while some fans have mentioned some WWE and ECW content is listed as expiring soon, they don't have a specific date listed. Of course, WWE started migrating content to Peacock in March 2021. At that time, PW Insider reported that network and WWE content library was set to expire in March of 2026. However, it looks like some of it will be expiring soon. So yeah, it's soon on its way out. You do have the vault on YouTube. Not everything is there yet.
And it won't be.
And it won't be. Not everything made it from the network to the Peacock. So little by little, that vast array of
Where can I watch Camp WWE?
you might not be able to now, actually.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
God, that's the one that really like pisses me off that we never got more of. I fucking loved Camp WWE when the network was first a thing. But yeah, so then we'll find out maybe possibly somewhere if any of the content is going to end up anywhere. Boy, if you have WWE DVDs, get ready that eBay market.
I feel like an idiot.
Yeah.
I took all of my cases away from my WWE, like all my stuff,
Cool.
except for stuff that like was box sets. All my individual pay-per-view stuff, I threw away all the discs and I put them all in binders, in like a binder.
Can't be doing that.
Yeah,
WrestleMania
I
right
have
there.
I have some. But
Yeah.
Packamanias.
And I'll this is the last I'll say about everything, right? At least about the topic of WWE being uninteresting and the whole John Cena final match thing. The number one goal for WWE as a entity to TKO, and I've said this before, the number one goal of a corporation is to make the shareholders money.
Yep.
It's not to be interesting. It's not to be fun. It's not to be entertaining. It is to make the shareholders money.
Mhm.
And they will become interesting, fun, and entertaining when the people like us who are spending, not us per se, but like the royal we, when we stop spending the big money to buy these tickets and we stop buying all of the slop they give us and we stop having the subscription services, then they'll have to change their tune. But right now,
They won't.
WWE is on the heat check of all heat checks. They have never been hotter, and they're going to continue to just get away with doing the bare minimum
until they can.
until they can't.
And then when that happens, they're gonna dig somebody out of the archives. Stone Cold Steve Austin's gonna
They
come
can't.
back.
Because all the people that they would have dug out of the archives are still wrestling full time for them. The Miz is in his nostalgia run. R-Truth is in his nostalgia run. Kofi Kingston's in his nostalgia run. All three of them full-time employees. Been with the WWE 20 plus years.
Remember when they fired R-Truth and then brought him back and they did absolutely nothing with him? That was
They
fun.
dressed him up as Ron Cena.
Yep. All right,
Right
last
there, that's the guy I want to see John Cena wrestle Thursday evening for the main event show or whatever.
for
And they're not going to change. Tim, you said it right when you said we, the royal we.
Yeah.
This is why they're not going to change, because our money doesn't fucking matter. But it's that Saudi Arabia money. They'll just fucking move base somewhere else.
reports
That's
that
fine.
Saudi Arabia money is drying up hard.
Really?
Oh yeah,
I didn't hear
there's
that.
reports that Saudi investment fund is hemorrhaging
I
money.
didn't hear that.
Well, didn't
Oh,
they
yeah.
just buy EA Sport or EA? They bought Electronic
They
Arts.
bought EA. That the Live Golf Tour has not panned out to be as
Shocking.
as valuable. The
Shocking, right?
tennis, like they just they overspend and underdeliver, and it's not paying off for them. But
Wait till they
Mike has,
launch the Saudi Arabia Serpents in the UFSL or whatever the hell it's called.
Mike has a great point. Kids will continue to have their parents buy these things.
And that's the thing, is when, if
or when kids
if
stop.
or when that changes, right? Because
Then
another thing too,
WWF.
unfortunately, another thing too that's playing into everything, it's WWE could continue to do these price increases. The problem is everything else is going up too. And when responsible adults have to make a decision between paying their mortgage and paying for wrestling tickets, sorry, son, we're going to watch it on ESPN.
Which I don't know if you've been paying attention. That date's coming quick. Like that date's coming. I don't know if it's in the next 6 months or the next 12, but it's that's coming down the line. It really is. So yeah, we'll see how that impacts. Real quick, last news story. Obviously, we can't spend as much time on this one. But Tony Khan believes 2025 is a year where AEW has gotten closer to closing the gap on pro wrestling, the pro wrestling industry's leader. He made an appearance on the Battleground podcast to promote the December 3rd episode of Dynamite from Indiana. He praised the year AEW has had and looking ahead to what's coming in the future. He said, I think AEW is where the best wrestle. I think we have the best roster of wrestlers in the world, and we're putting on consistently awesome shows. There's been an awesome year for us. We're the challenger brand in pro wrestling, and I think we've really closed the gap in a very meaningful way in 2025 in a number of key metrics. He also added that he's grateful for all the support AEW has received from its fans, and when asked what he believes success would look like 5 years into the future, he said he hopes AEW's TV programs and pay-per-views are still going strong. So Tim, as kind of the resident person that consumes AEW on the regular, what do you think he means by the key metrics?
I think what he means by key metrics is like the only thing I can possibly think of is favorability, right? If we're talking about the approval ratings,
Okay.
for a lack of a better term, the WWE fan base has dipped in approval over the last 12 months, and AEW's has gone up.
Okay.
There's this. The other thing too is AEW has being an independent entity, not beholden to shareholders. They can basically write their own ship. Whereas WWE, there is the corporate synergy and everything flows through.
I mean,
and
the WWE's been publicly traded for quite a while. The
But there's a
TKO thing is
difference.
very new, yes, but
right,
they've been publicly traded for a long time.
right. But when they were publicly traded, it was wrestling people running the wrestling show and doing
No
the
argument.
wrestling
I'm
thing.
just saying
Right.
they've had shareholders for more than just this TKO run.
But you could also say that WWE has been less interesting since being publicly traded than before being publicly traded.
Probably. There is a perk to working at a mom and pop that it is not a corporation. Yes.
Right. I want to see Big Mike's comment in full. Yeah, okay. I love that bleeding is a problem in 2025 when literally before televised wrestling blood was everywhere and nobody had a problem with it, and everybody loved the glory days of wrestling.
Nobody knew about it because it wasn't televised. Timothy.
Exactly.
I mean, but also it's like AEW is not geared towards the same audience.
No.
And I'm not necessarily saying that I want to see blood every week. Like that's not.
Why
that's
are you
not,
so bloodthirsty, Jim?
But like if I watch a doctor show, Chicago Med, or if I watch Law and Order or whatever, like I would come away from a Law and Order show feeling disappointed if there wasn't a crime committed. Like if I watch an AEW show, I know that it's going to be a little bit more violent than a WWE show. Nothing necessarily has to be blood every week, but if blood happens because there is a spot that is heavier than something I saw in on Monday Night Raw, then so be it. Like
Wrestling's a contact sport.
Right.
Blood happens. You watch football, people get bloody.
I watch hockey. Like there's not like they don't intend to be blood, but sometimes blood happens in hockey.
Right. And to answer your question, Mike, no, you didn't say it was a problem, but I went off the sentiment of every other bad faith actor on the internet whose one problem with AEW is that everybody bleeds.
I mean, they go to that well frequently, Tim.
Well, they don't say red makes green for no reason.
Tony Khan thinks white makes green. I fucking know what you.
Oh.
Okay, so he says they had it going for them. Mox bleeding, Darby throwing himself through a plate of glass. Fuel's a different brand. WWE's watermelon, AEW it's chocolate. They're so different. Only common thing is wrestling. There you go. Okay, so he wasn't a bad faith actor.
I wasn't saying he was. I definitely wasn't. Right. I didn't want to.
Hey, I heard your tone.
He's the one who used an upside down smiley face. I gotta. That's why I wanted to see it up on the screen, because I wanted to see what emoji he had.
What is Tony Khan supposed to say in this interview? No, we did have a rough spot there where people were taking pictures of our half-filled arenas for AEW Dynamite and the early half of the year, but we really turned it on here at the end. And like now we're on fire and we are clicking on all. Like, what's Tony Khan supposed to say? He's supposed to be honest.
Right. I mean,
about
he's a promoter. He's doing his job.
He is right. He's wide open. I mean, just let's talk about wrestling. I'm excited and we're having the best.
Wow,
it's all over my glass. I can't see shit. What is he supposed to do here? Oh, it's in my eyeball. We're the best wrestle.
I didn't expect that at all tonight. Right. I mean, and look here to Tony Khan's credit, because I obviously over the past 6 years have been probably more critical of him as anybody on this show.
Can you get a washcloth or something for your face, dog?
I'll smack it off here real quick.
Over the last year and a half, I think Tony's done a hell of a job at not kind of creating those clickbait headlines and news stories. I think he's done a very good job at being very selective with the way he says things. He's still himself, but we're not getting the, there's only room for one Khan in wrestling comments anymore. Like he's promoting AEW. He seems to be more internally focused in that realm. And I think it's a great thing. I really do think it's a great thing for their product and their promotion, because and I don't remember if it was like the end of last year, early in the year. Like one of the things that I said is I'm like, man, they got to do smaller houses because it looks bad. And admittedly, I mean, I don't watch a lot of WWE weekly TV either. The few times I flip on AEW, they're in smaller venues. They're neat looking venues and they look full.
And they're lit up. Everything looks great.
It looks like it. You know what it honestly reminds me of in a way is like the early Monday Night Raw days when they were playing in these smaller venues, these theaters, these little
high
club.
school gymnasiums.
And it looks cool. It looks cool. I think it was one of the ones, maybe it was the pay-per-view shows in Texas. And then they did like a smaller venue, and it looked like almost like a little marketplace. And man, it looked like a really, really cool venue. And so to their credit, man, I think they're doing a lot of things right. I wish either company would do something that would make me want to watch every week. Like there's just nothing that's grabbing me right now.
What haven't you seen though
Right.
in professional wrestling to hook you again, Jim? Because I'm right there with you, and I struggle with it every single week. And I tried this Monday, and all I could think of was like, God damn, that's a lot of logos on the mat. Or, oh boy.
I mean, I'll be honest,
couldn't
December is
shake
not the month for
that.
me to try to do this because I have podcasts and sports and a Christmas thing every day.
There is fucking powder everywhere.
So this isn't the month to do it, but maybe
Right.
like post Saturday night's main event, and I think there's usually like an NXT
That's
thing.
the run toward WrestleMania. You're going to get hooked anyway. For
Right, I'll
WrestleMania.
hook back in, and then maybe something will latch on, and I'll keep going. But
I can only speak to AEW right now.
okay.
Because we've already said what WWE's hook is to try to get people interested, and that's a flailing the last time is now tournament.
The flailing
Okay.
corpse, John Cena.
And the thing is,
Right.
like you also said about like the people coming back at the end to like, the last run, and that's what the WWE is. But I think that's what people wanted to see out of this John Cena thing, right? Like they wanted to see that one person from John Cena's past come back, whether it's Jericho or somebody else, come back and be like, oh, all right, there's that nostalgia hit. Like that's the only thing the WWE has going for them right now.
Wait,
Is, well, to our generation, is
Yeah.
that piece of nostalgia. That's why Stranger Things is successful, because it's hitting that nostalgia itch for our generation. Or they have the young kids that it doesn't matter. They're going to yeet with Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso and the Tongans or whatever the hell they call themselves. And like that's that generation's hot ticket. Like that's missed us now.
So WWE does one thing great that makes everybody go, WWE's back, baby. And that is they rely too heavily on surprise culture.
okay, yeah.
Oh, Matt Cardona's back, and the internet explodes because Zack Ryder's back. The internet explodes when Dolph Ziggler comes back. Like, and they only explode for like a day.
That's the only thing that has made the Triple H regime successful. Look at the CM Punk return. That's the only
Yes.
thing Triple
AJ
H
Lee.
does well.
AJ, Brock, CM Punk. Like, literally, you can
Wait till that
count-
Y2J music countdown hits.
AJ Lee, like that is the only thing that Triple H has done well in his regime, and that is the only thing that's actually worked.
We should have seen it coming because his first night as being the guy was that Survivor Series or that SummerSlam, and the first thing he does is
Damage
the
Control.
surprise of Damage Control.
Yeah.
And the main event of that show, Brock Lesnar raised the effing ring with a forklift.
No, that was the SummerSlam the year before.
Was it?
Yeah, that was SummerSlam the year before because the
That's when Roman caught the mic, right?
yeah, because that one or maybe because I thought the Damage Control return was Cleveland, the forklift was or the tractor or whatever was Nashville. Maybe I'm remembering incorrectly. Oh, yeah, but by the way, apparently there's NXT Deadline this weekend. I had no.
It's
fucking
the
clue.
same. It's the same. It's
Same
the
show?
same show.
Okay.
Because the opening of that SummerSlam was Bianca Becky. And that's when Damage Control comes out because
Got it.
Bianca's all happy because
Oh, you're
three
right, you're
challengers showed up. Yeah.
Okay, that's my bad. That's my bad.
No, it's all right. Look, question me. I don't remember. Like Marcus will tell you, I can tell you that stuff happened, but if you ask me when something happened, it could be in any time in a 3-year window. It happened, but it could have been 2022 or 2024 because time is a flat circle.
Oh, it really is.